Hello my Poke people, I'm Poke Lady K and this is the Poke Retreat. Today I am your deal hunter extraordinaire.
The super ability to save money.
It's 2023 and we are heading into that recession, so let's find ways that we can make the most out of your hard-earned money.
Money.
I'm going to cover two topics today, buying in person and buying online. But before we get into it, take a second to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Ready? Let's go! Let's go! What if patience is not your vibe? When you just can't wait for Pokemon cards for ripping or keeping the kiddos occupied, go to Google, search Pokemon cards near me, and find some local shops. Your first search results will likely be Walmart, GameStop, Toys R Us, and other big brand stores. Let them chill, and we'll check back with those later. Instead, focus on the smaller shops, maybe somewhere you've never heard of. Mark 3 down, grab your Android or Apple Auto, and go. Let's go! This will be your first adventure, your first journey. This is going to be trial and error. Let's say you set yourself a budget and it's going to be $120 because that's pretty easy to spend when we're buying Pokemon cards. Aim to split that across each store you visit, so about $40 per store, Canadian. Take stock of what catches your eye at the fourth store and pick it up. If you're first starting off, focus on sealed products only, so leave the singles in the case. Depending on your budget, that $40 could be 3 packs, it could be check lates,
Check.
it could be booster packs, sealed packs, or it could be a collection box.
Collecting.
Make a minor mental note, or like I do, use your camera phone to remember the price points. Head on to your next LCS, your next local card shop, and check their inventory.
Maybe inventory your valuables?
Remember that a smaller selection doesn't mean that their prices are higher or lower. Just like a big box store doesn't mean that their prices are better. One of our favorite card shops has a smaller selection of Pokemon sealed products and a massive selection of sports and magic cards. Yet their prices are very competitive and sometimes they have some really good sales. Again, pick up something that catches your eye, and note the prices of the various items that you're going to want to come back and check out later, or maybe visit their online store later. Head on to your last LCS and do the same thing. Hopefully at this point, you've used up your budget.
Money, God!
Hard to do, I know sometimes, with items you're excited to rip into, and maybe you've noticed that at least one store was better stocked, or maybe was friendlier, or had some better prices that would fit into your budget. That store is probably going to turn into a heavy repeat for you when you go on your next Pokemon adventure, so make sure you take note of it.
Nothing is over.
So you visited your 3 LCS, you have stopped off at Timmy's on your way home, but nothing sticky around the cart. No, donuts are not a good idea. Sorry kids. And go home to spread out your haul. If this was an adventure with your kids, figure out how best to share the pack openings, if at all. Younger kids may damage cards during opening. If you're serious about collecting, keep that in mind. There is a story here about our kids and a $200 Galarian Moltres that I will definitely tell you another time.
Ouch.
For now, we do age-appropriate stuff. And if that means that our 3-year-old gets to play with the energy cards, and he's getting very good at saying fire and grass, and he's learning all of his colors this way too.
Color.
So he's included, but he's doing something very age appropriate. Our older kids are 5 and 11, and they definitely get into the pack openings and they get to rip some packs with us. And it is a very nice time for everybody. Yay!
Yay!
Let's say you got an ETB at Store One. Unlikely for the $40 budget we set out at the beginning, but who knows. 2 build and battles at store number 2 and 8 miscellaneous loose packs at store number 3. For most of the ETBs in the Sword and Shield era, you're gonna get 8 packs. Some are 9, some are 10. Build and battles will give you 4 packs of each for a total of 8. This means that your bounty
hunter
resulted in the same number of packs for each store. After opening each lot, think about which product was the most exciting to open. Was it the ETBs? Sometimes they have amazing pulls, sometimes it's really fun with all the little extras that you get in there, all the promo cards. Sometimes you get some really good hits off of just your 3-pack blister. What did you guys have the best time with? What kept the kids best occupied, if that's your goal? Because that usually is ours when we're talking about a card adventure for the day. So this can be really subjective. You could have an Oh My Charizard pull in one lot and maybe a non-holo rare in another.
Don't feel regret or sad at all.
Regardless, try and pick a favorite, and the next time you go out, maybe check out those ones first. Great. Your adventure was likely worth your time and travel. You found a shop that you like, maybe met some interesting people, and you found a product that you enjoyed opening. Now it's time to sit the kids in front of Encanto. We're on our way! And we can go do some research. Go online, open your apps, and look up that specific product at other stores around you, including those big brand ones. You'll likely see a potentially big cost range between the smaller game-focused stores and a huge big box store like Walmart, GameStop, Toys R Us, Fine Games. Let's take an example of the recent Scarlet and Violet ETBs, the Elite Trainer boxes. Walmart, this is listed at $99.98. GameStop has it listed at $84.99. Yes, you have your Edge card, but usually it does not give you a huge discount, and you do have to pay for membership. So if you've already got it because you're a huge GameStop person, great, that might be a good place to check out. But like our local card shop has them for $69.99. And these are prices as of today when I'm recording, which is April 17, 2023. So that is a big gap. You're likely going to go to your local card shop, your LCS, for this product if it is available, and maybe a big brand store if it can't be found anywhere else, and you really have to have it.
Whoa! Hey, what?
I can definitely tell you why we avoid those big box stores. For the most part, the prices just aren't as good. Our Walmart here has an absolutely terrible selection.
Terrible.
We are just very careful what we get from these big box stores to avoid overpaying. You also have to be careful on places online like Walmart. Make sure that you are looking at Walmart, not their marketplace. They will have some items that are listed online and even through the app, but they are not available through Walmart. They are available through different companies, and there is not great feedback about these places. You get tricked pretty easy, so do keep that in mind. Tragically, for your budget, some stores like GameStop, Walmart, and Indigo will have exclusive products only sold there. So instead of paying $19.99 for a collection box, you are going to be paying maybe $29.99 for the same product because it's not the same, unfortunately. It is their exclusive. Also keeping in mind, if you have a Costco membership, which we just recently discovered, you can get some amazing Costco deals. amazing. I cannot wait for Christmas 2K because I am going to be there every week.
Costco run, huh?
You had a fantastic day today, you had your adventure, you went on your journey. So let's talk purely online shopping.
Of why shop in store when you can buy online with.
You are chilling out with your evening decaf because who has caffeine after 5 o'clock in the afternoon? That's not our lives anymore, unfortunately, especially if we have kids. You have so many different places that you can go to, so go ahead, pull up your Google and look up buy Pokemon cards. We're obviously going to be looking specifically in Canada. If you're in the US, you're definitely going to want to be looking in the US. Skip over those big brand stores for now and visit several websites that result. Double check that store is located in Canada via their contact information. And some of those smaller LCS stores will still have an online presence, and you'll be able to check out their prices from all over. We shop at a couple of stores that are a few provinces away from us, and we've had some great results. By doing that, you are going to run into less hiccups. So we are going full toothless on this. We are wanting no hiccup. We are going with a Canadian store because then we're going to avoid things like higher shipping costs.
Well, just think of the savings in shipping costs.
And perhaps you're going to run into some import or duty fees attached to that. They may require you to pay that COD when it arrives. And we got hit with one of those. It was $125 because we had this amazing order coming in that we had purchased off of Discord, and we were totally not expecting an extra $125 on top of our bill. It kind of turned that great deal into, on par or maybe not a deal at all. I'm going to give you a few rules. These are not set in Spiritomb, so make your own adventure, and as long as you're satisfied with your Pokemon TCG spoils at the end of it, then really that's all that matters. We look for the following things when checking an online store. Does the site seem trustworthy? Is there social media, customer feedback, news? Is it all up to date? Do they have a recent copyright? Do they have contact information? Is the contact information current? Can you verify it online? Do they have a brick and mortar store, or is it simply an online presence? How much variety do they have? Is the variety current? Is it up to Scarlet and Violet, or has it only gone through Sword and Shield, or is it from before that? That could mean that it's a really old website that hasn't been updated and potentially the company is gone. Is it priced well, or maybe is it priced too well? We've almost been caught this way, so keep an eye out for that. What are their shipping options? Is it free with a certain purchase? Is it flat shipping? If you're buying something small, is it just Canada Post? You can always check my social on Instagram at PokeLadyK, which is another online source that people advertise their cards for sale on if you're looking for singles. Without going too much into the market, you can always check Pokemon Center prices. They have a Canadian site, and the site is managed by the Pokemon Company. So all their products are official, they are trustworthy. Also, they do not adjust their prices after release of the product. So they don't go with market price.
Flea market.
If you're checking to see whether or not a store has a good price or not, for example, a set of Minitin Crown Zenith, which we've been opening so many of, is $12 Canadian on their site on PokemonCenter.ca, and it's still in stock right now. So if you're seeing other locations that have this item, it could be as high as $20 because that could be closer to market, or it could be closer to just what they're getting it for through their distributor. Pokemon Center also has a flat shipping fee of $10 for any size order. You don't have any import fees because it's coming from Canada, and we have consistently had our orders arrive within 2 to 3 business days. One issue we have found though is that the booster boxes are often overpriced upon release. So the Scarlet and Violet was way more than what we were going to get in store, I think by almost $100.
$100.
Once it was coming out. And the same thing for the Paldea Evolved coming out in June. So maybe don't put your pre-orders in through PokemonCenter.ca and maybe take a peek at those a little bit later. Yes, we do love our Pokemon Center. How else would I have gotten my beautiful little Sprigatito, who is not so little. He's almost as big as my 3-year-old. But let's get going. So next step in our online store search is to figure out what we want. Are you looking for something older? Are you looking for something that is part of kind of the last 2 series? Are you looking for Japanese cards? Is it something that is coming out soon and you're looking for a pre-order? Is it an exclusive like you might get at Indigo? Older products, we look at 4 places. Mirage Trading Post, 401 Games, Beaverus Cards, and finally we do look at eBay if we cannot get it anywhere else. And we did recently get some very good products off of eBay. They were the Detective Pikachu series, and it was so much fun. They're so beautiful, and we have them in our collection. It's so awesome. And for anything that is kind of Sun and Moon or older, though you aren't likely to find a lot of options outside of eBay for anything older than that, but you can always check. There's also 2 fantastic Discord servers that me and my editor are part of, and we've had some awesome interactions, not just with buying and selling, but also with the community. These are awesome people, and we're really thrilled to be able to be part of that. So we're going to link those below. They are the PokeVault and the Danny Phantom, and we could not be happier to be part of these Discords. So, hey guys! Lots of newer and older stuff you're going to be able to find on these too, because people have collections and sometimes they want to sell them. The only thing that you'll run into being in Canada is that their members are mostly US based. So make sure when you're looking at your things that you are expecting to have higher shipping fees, and there will be import fees added to your costs, and you're not going to know what those are until they arrive, which kind of sucks. But if you're looking for something older and you really want it, then you do what you gotta do.
Best collection Pokemon.
Or current, or what everybody calls modern, you can find a lot of options all over. Going to 401 Games, which is an awesome place. They're a couple provinces over from us. Galactic Trading Post is a smaller place, but they have been awesome. Really appreciate all the packing and work that they do. It's been great. Same thing with 401. Mirage Trading Post is another one, and Toronto Cards and Collectibles is another great one. They have pretty competitive pricing and really good selection, and they have our favorite, flat or free shipping. Yay!
You get free shipping.
If you, like us, have gotten into some Japanese cards, we have found 2 great places in Canada that you can check out. Galactic Trading Post, again, and Infinity Cards.
So how many other Pokemons are there?
We like our pre-orders. We really do. And so we do it through our local card shops first. Often our favorite location, because we've been going there for a while, we've talked to the owner, ask in advance. We are sometimes able to pre-order an entire case of product. So if you're looking to invest and that's something you want to do, talk to your local card shop owner and see if you can pre-order a case. They're not going to give you any discount. It's not a discount for case kind of thing, but at least then you can get a sealed case of product. Most of the sites listed will have pre-orders available as well. The best part about going to Pokemon Center for your pre-orders is they don't charge it until they're ready to ship it. It's both good and bad. If you like to know that the money is spent and it is out of your account and you're much safer that way, then definitely go with your local card shop. Let's talk exclusives.
How exclusive are we talking? Super exclusive?
Very exclusive.
So we know that GameStop has exclusive products, and Indigo and Walmart, and GameStop will even have promo cards, which is super cool. So those are the stamped cards with their name on it. Pokemon Center will also have Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs. So we got some Elite Trainer boxes from them during Crown and Zenith, and they had 12 packs instead of the 10 packs. If you're looking to purchase for your collection,
Best collection Pokemon.
not for ripping, that might be a really good place to go and get your ETBs. Walmart has several collection boxes that are also exclusive to them, so keep an eye on that. Indigo, we found a Kyurem collection box, which was an exclusive to them. We did pay more than a traditional collection box, but again, if you want those exclusives, you might have to pay a little bit more. For everybody in the US, Best Buy in the US does have exclusive promo cards too. So those are those individually stamped cards, which is super cool, and we are very jealous because our Best Buys in Canada have none of that. At the end of the day, if you're not in a rush for the item, you can choose to be a little bit more picky about your prices and where you get your product from. I really hope that you guys have found this helpful. If somebody had done this for us when we first started, I would have definitely appreciated it. We had a lot of trial and error, and we still go on adventures. Our Saturdays and Sundays will sometimes see us stopping at 2 to 3 card shops, and sometimes places that we didn't even know had Pokemon cards. So keep that in mind. A sports card store may also have Pokemon cards. So I really hope you guys have found this helpful, and I guess we need to end the journey here because I need to go to bed and do some online shopping for more Pokemon cards. I'll see you next time.